All right. We're going with Ash. Ash, you there?
Shalom, Akim. Shalom, other one. Thumb.
What's going on, mighty man? This is in mine, bro. Yeah. Go ahead, mighty man. How you feeling, man?
Tawab, you know, this show today. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Ash. I'm gonna let your dad read the story in a minute, but I'm gonna let you get in. Go ahead.
Come on, sir. So, yesterday I seen the video footage of, and I sent you the video footage. Muhammad hit me up today about it, and I got a video coming out later on. It's in Spanish, but I'm gonna also do that in English. But this devil had to go and the audacity, because he's a comedian, and I'm talking about, what's his name, Tony Hinchcliffes, right? To go up in the Trump convention and then wanted to tell jokes by saying, I've heard of an island in the middle of an ocean that's full of garbage. And I think
hey, Oz, let me stop you. Let me play the video. Can I play the video? And then we go all, can you see it? Oh, there you go. If you could, let me play the video for him, and I'm going to let you back in. I like that backdrop. That was rough back there. Wait, he took it off the screen for a second. Let's play the video, man, of this low life. Once again, the 12 tribes of Israel, if you don't wake up, you're just going to be more and more and more abused. That's what's going to happen to you. You're going to be more and more abused if you do not turn around, wake up, and recognize that you got to help you. Let's play this low-life piece of dog meat. And then to do it in a Trump rally, where everybody know Trump been he ran on the platform of Latinos being rapists and drug dealers and all of these things. He ran on that platform. And then this cat gonna take a full swipe at the entire tribe of Ephraim. Play this low-life pig.
Absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem.
Stop right there. They didn't like that either. They kind of gave him some kickback, but it was still bold and evil to do that evil madness, man. Go ahead, Ash. I'll come back. Go ahead, Ash.
So you see, right, and I have to say this like this in the beginning, right? For those Boricuas that want to side and vote for Trump, like I don't know if you ever heard these artists called Anuel AA and Nicky Jam, and I believe Daddy Yankee, they backing Donald Trump, okay? Not just them celebrities, but you got a lot of ones on the island who support Donald Trump. A lot of them will come over here because we can't vote on the island because of the rules and regulations that America imposes on us. So some of us will come over here just to vote for Trump. And I hope that they see this, right? And understand that Trump ain't for Puerto Rico. Neither is Kamala Harris. But in this case, we're talking about Donald Trump. Trump ain't for Puerto Rico. We tend to forget what happened in 2017. And what happened in 2017 was that this MF, Donald Trump, right, withheld $20 billion in aid for Puerto Ricans that needed that help desperately. Yeah. And he purposely held back that money, right? And on top of that, he said the same thing that this fool said. Well, this Puerto Rico is just a dump. It's a garbage dump. He wanted to sell the island of Puerto Rico in exchange for, I think, it's Greenland. That's what he wanted to do. And yet it's still, like, we so caught up in this nonsense of political, pulling back and forth, because even on the island right now, every time there's a presidential election coming up on the island, they have it in debates because they're trying to vote in the new governor. Okay. And it's crazy because a lot of people in America don't understand the history that goes back after the Spanish-American War, when America conquered and invaded Puerto Rico. A lot of brothers should go read about the Ponce Massacre and the Cry of Lares and the stuff that happened to us, because, Puerto Ricans, we were already tired of the Spaniards, and the Spaniards were kind of, and I'm not trying to defend them, but they were trying to give us, some type of independency. And our money started growing. Puerto Rican money started growing more than the United States government. Of course, government is so greedy. This American government, they demonetized and made sure that our money fell 40%, where we had to beg the white man, the Americans, to help us out. And all they did was, take advantage of us. For this fool right here to say that there's a floating island full of garbage, you don't understand. Puerto Rico is not a filthy place. Listen, we got a metro trains in Puerto Rico, in the metro area. You won't find a rat there. In New York City, you'll find tons of freaking rats. You won't find dirt on our platforms. It's spotless. But in New York City, I'm from New York City. I know them trains are stinking and full of piss and smell. Something terrible. Puerto Rico, you go to the islands, them beaches are clean. You know what I'm saying? You could see, because the waters are clean. How the hell this fool gonna say it's trash? You know what makes it trash, Commander General Hanna?
What's that?
What makes it trash is, you probably heard about the Reuben brothers.
No.
The Reuben brothers are some Amalekites who bought acres on the west coast of Puerto Rico to make it an exclusive zone for people who got money like that. And meanwhile, my brethren can never enjoy the coastal beaches on the west coast of Puerto Rico where they got property, because they'll send security to kick us out. Right now, we got activists in Puerto Rico trying to stop these damn greedy devils from taking what we got left of Puerto Rico, because everything we got, they want to take it all over. In addition to that YouTube, Logan Paul is another one in Dorado. Dorado is like the north center of the island.
Right.
Also, in that neighborhood, you can't go around there because, these are for the gringos. Meanwhile, in Puerto Rico, we got a serious issue among us that can get fixed, under Command General Hanna. It definitely can get fixed. But, General, if I may, can I?
I lost your sound out.
Salaka.
General, there you go. You back. Go ahead.
Can I go into a little bit of what Puerto Ricans from the island have done for this stupid empire that causes garbage? Let me go back, if I may, sir. So back in World War I, it was about 20,000 of Boricuas that went and fought for this empire. Where's the gratitude? Nowhere. Then in World War II, it was about 65,000 of us from the island that went and fought. Then after that, what came next? The Korean War, right? 61,000 of us went and fought for an empire that don't care about these soldiers who are, so happen to be Puerto Rican, and give them very little benefits. After that, of course, we went to the Vietnam War, where 48,000 of us fought, for America. Then, of course, the Desert Storm and so on and so forth. We fought in those wars. And here's something that a lot of people don't know in America. We also fought in the Civil War in America.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. But what gratitude we get? Absolutely nothing. I want to speak like how I spoke in the videos right now, General, but I'm going to reserve that because, I don't want this to get flagged, anything like that. But that's the kind of people that we're dealing with. We got Esau billionaires. I'm going to name them. The Reuben brothers I named. Then we got a John Paulson, Larry Page, all of them Amalekites. As greedy as they are, taking over.
Buying up parts of Puerto Rico to make it an exclusive Jewish retreat so that their people can get the hell up out of the Middle East and come down there and not have to deal with none of the tribes. Like, once again, every one of these nations, including the Edomites, all they believe in is pillaging you and taking everything you have. And you keep buying the goddamn Kool-Aid. I remember when Puerto Rico was strong. Puerto Rico was so strong at one point, and they brought in this governor that did some stupidity, not stupidity because he was making corporations rich. He did some move where he made all these loans out. You probably familiar with it, Aj. He made all these loans out and put these loans all out and then defaulted on all the loans. And then the corporations took what they wanted and left. And I think it had to do with the phone services down there. And then the island was stuck with the debt. and they've been paying back that debt ever since. Was you trying to say something?
I was going to say some cousin.
Please go ahead, General.
Done,
no, I'll jump back in after.
And Osh, we in very spiritual times, man. I smiled when I heard him make the comment about Puerto Rico, because you know what it showed the world, you Christian Israelites and everybody just alike. It shows you that racist Donald Trump and all his racist supporters, who are the children of Esau, they happen to hate blacks, Haitians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, all the immigrants from Argentina who crossing the line. They so happen to hate the people who we've been teaching were the 12 tribes since 1969. You understand? We done got all the arguments. No, Hispanics are not Israelites. It's just blacks. The Haitians aren't Israelites. We don't even get along with them. This and that. The UPK know what the hell we've been talking about since 1969. And Esau and Jacob been fighting since the book of Genesis. You understand? And that hatred for us, Osh, is biblical. It is beautiful. And it shows we getting close to the end, because it's all coming out on the table, man. Slacky.
That's why we thank the Lord, man, for strong captains like you. That's up in the work of the Most High, man. Commit their life to this. You like a jewel in the cap of any Puerto Rican, and he don't even know it. And let me tell you something else too, man. Damn them celebrities, man, that would sell their soul for a trinket. You understand? And sell out all Puerto Rico to them racist bastards. They went down there, man, after that disaster and was throwing out rolls of paper towels to the people of Puerto Rico. They really wanted to throw toilet paper rolls out. That's what they really wanted. But somebody must have told them, don't you dare throw them rolls of toilet paper. You're going to get it. It's going to be a riot out here. So he went and got paper towels and threw them paper towels out at the people of Puerto Rico. And them people suffered after that because he held that money back. He held that embargo back, and plenty of Puerto Ricans died over not being able to get their medicines or keep their medicines fresh or have electricity in their houses so that they can get the medical attention they needed. The island was hot enough as it is. People lost their air conditioning and all that. All this man and all the nations do is eat and pray on whoever they can. And this white man has been over us for 400 years, all of us, all the tribes, and have beat us into the ground to where all he got to do is step aside and all the other nations come and eat our bones up. Something that's happening all over America. Have anybody noticed how many pipe shops have opened up in America, man? You wondering how come all these smoke shops are blowing up all over the place in every neighborhood, 2, 3 in a small neighborhood. These pipe shops is blowing up all over the Afghan war. After that Afghan war, all these Afghans came over here and opened up pipe shops. And just coincidentally, as they open up the pipe shops, you got drug dealers hanging outside the pipe shops. Not related to the pipe shops, not really related to the pipe shops. And of course, nobody knows, but they're all over the damn place selling drugs now and having pipe shops in every neighborhood. This is because of what was done in there in the past. And brother, in that Afghanistan, and that's all that goes on in this place. And you're a fool if you don't turn to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and pray the Father free you from this empire like he freed the children of Israel from Egypt, because you sleep in this place, man. They are using and abusing and destroying the Lord's chosen people. And brother, I think after this election, I'm not sure how many of us will be left. By the time they get finished with all the madness they doing, it may be very few of us left. Kamala Harris came out and said if we invest in population control, we can have fresh air for everybody, going forward. Meaning, well, goddamn, you gonna kill us all, so everybody else have fresh air. That's another thing too. They know they don't have enough jobs for all the people once they go automated. They want to automate everything. I couldn't believe it. A 18-wheeler pulled up next to me. I'm in my car. A 18-wheeler pulled up next to me right now. I know about trucks. I look over at the trucks to look at the fuel tank, and I notice there's no fuel tank but a big square box. So I'm wondering, I said, that must be the new modern fuel tank. I look closer, and I see an electrical outlet coming out of it going into the engine. Come to find out, that 18-wheeler was electric. So they got trucks now that's fully electric that don't need. Now the next step is to make them autonomous. That's what that Elon Musk is working on out in Arizona. They want to make them autonomous where they can drive on the road without a driver, which means get rid of you. They want to bring the robots in. They had a funny commercial about him in the Chinese restaurant. You seen that commercial where he beating up the damn pot, the pans and pots? That's what they want to do next. Next, they want to get him in the fast food restaurant. Then it's the factories. That's what them dock workers was complaining about. The dock workers was complaining about them bringing in the machines and taking them, all those dock workers. They're going to wipe out the jobs in this kingdom. And when they wipe out the jobs, they know that you're going to riot if you don't have no jobs. So what they need to do, they need to kill off a bunch of you so that we can turn around now and just have a few of you to run the things we need, and we can go on and run our kingdom. They got their plans for themselves for the future. You was never in their plans. Just like, once again, in a domestic violence abuse situation, the abuser don't stop till he kill you. He just abuse you until he kill you. And that's exactly what's happening to us as a people in this country. They're just going to abuse us until they kill us, which is why you should, every Black, Latino, and Native Indian, like General Mayak was mentioning earlier, you should thank God you're the 12 tribes of Israel. Right. Because without the Lord, nobody would come for you. Without the Lord, you would be destroyed. All them Arabs supposed to be unified. Ain't hardly none of them come from them for them people in Gaza. Hezbollah was fighting them from their side, but ain't nobody helped them Gazans. All them Arab countries and Allah and Jihad and Merciful and all that. Not that I care. I don't give a damn. They fight or don't fight. But ain't none of them came through and helped them Gazans. If not for the Lord, nobody would come for you either. Yeah. You would continue to be destroyed. Go ahead, General.
Just a little piece, General.
Damn right.
I also heard that they was thinking that in the future they thinking about redoing the roads and putting coils underneath the roads just to keep all that electric stuff charged. You ain't even got to stop to charge up no more.
Damn.
You just driving on coils, charging while you're driving.
Wow.
To keep them robots and everything going.
Oh, shalom. Y'all take care. All right, y'all. Congratulations again, y'all, on the new baby. You got most on crack. So, okay. So he trying to hang out, huh? So once again, like they gonna eliminate all of that. Now the question is, what are we gonna do for us? You gonna sit up there still waiting on another politician that's gonna give you another lie? And that's another thing, man. When we gonna wake up? Politicians lie, and they lie for rich corporations. That's who runs America. Politician is just, he like a supervisor to keep you working. That's his job. His job is to just keep you working and functioning, but you ain't getting any of the benefits of the corporation called United States of America. The richest country in the world, and you're living hand to mouth. I watched the sister today, if I could, real quick, I watched the sister today, right? She pulled out of her driveway. She moving frantically. I see she moving, trying to get things done. And she parked her car like in the road. She was blocking me. So I just pulled back. I just sat. And I see her. She jumped out of her car and she ran over to her other car and she tried to start it. She couldn't start it. Popped the hood open. She ran back to the first car, jumped in the car, backed up, pulled into her driveway, went through all this, boosted the other car, started the car and all that, backed the other one out, jumped out and took off to go to work. And I looked at this sister, man, and I said, I know what y'all thinking. I didn't help her, but I would have helped her. But she was moving so fast that I wouldn't have time to help her. But y'all know I would have. But my point is this. She was running such a rat race to try to get to work, to get a paycheck just to barely make it. And this is all of our people in this place. And this is the richest empire in the world. I mean, when that COVID came, and they needed to lay out that money to stop the world, the country from falling apart, they had plenty of cash. It wasn't even a problem. They had plenty to give, but they giving us the bottom of the barrel and telling us we got to work harder. We got to go to school more. We got this, we got that, we got this. Our forefathers lived and died and suffered and was preyed on and worked for free and was enslaved to make this country what it is. And every single dime of ours is going to some other nation around the world, including 30-something% of all of our paychecks while these rich corporations live good. Damn all of this nonsense, man. Give us Yahweh Shai and let him give us the kingdom of heaven, man. Turn back to our Father, man. I'm good on it. What, y'all? All right. Ash, any last words, Hebrew?
Just if I may, sir, November 16th, Lord allow, we'll be having camp in that same city that I mentioned, Ponce, where they had the massacre.
Yeah.
We'll be having, if the Lord allow, weather permitted, we're going to be having camp that day. Captain Kapash is going to be with me. Captain Kwame is going to be with me, and other officers, including Magana Moth down there in Puerto Rico. So we're gonna be rocking it out that day, sir.
Most High in Christ, man. Y'all put it down, man, for the Most High in Christ. Y'all take care, man. All right, warriors. The water for coming on, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, shalom. Y'all, water for joining us. All right.